For as long as most can remember, education has played a huge role in our lives. From rainbow-colored mats and stickers to AP classes and SMOs, American youth spend nearly 15% of their lives in school, not including homework, and nearly $810 billion is spent annually to support it. That's a pretty hefty investment, and if you're like me, you've spent a lot of late nights thinking, where did it all begin? The Boston Latin Grammar School was the first American high school and was founded in 1635. At the time, schools were there to prepare young boys for going to college. However, enrollment at this private school remained limited until 1821, when the English Classical School opened and became the first public high school. They covered a wide variety of subjects in addition to vocational training that would become more and more popular as American factories began to pop up around the country. Later, with the launching of Sputnik by the Soviet Union in 1957, America began to improve its curriculum, particularly in math and science. This led to the eventual introduction of physical education, music education, and school meal programs to enhance the schooling experience and to produce more well-rounded individuals. As time has passed, there has been a significant slowing in the amount of innovation in education due to decreased government funding and support. Consequently, American schools fell behind and are no longer keeping up with the changing future of jobs in America. Instead of preparing people for assembly lines, schools need to prepare students for jobs that do not yet exist, but will undoubtedly require more than just good test-taking skills. Now more than ever, employers are looking less at academic achievement and more into candidates with good verbal communication skills, problem-solving skills, and leadership skills. However, most students do not receive the chance to practice and perfect these skills in a normal classroom setting. And on a deeper note, the strong emphasis on highly rigorous and highly competitive education teaches adolescents, whose minds have not yet fully developed and are very impressionable, that performance matters most in the world as opposed to work ethic and integrity. It teaches students that it's okay to cram or cheat on a test if you end with a high grade anyways, that it's okay to neglect relationships with family and friends, and to not take care of ourselves in favor of our grades. Students become bogged down with unhealthy amounts of stress and anxiety that can manifest into health and mental problems later down the line. So, to get a better look, I asked a few students what their biggest source of stress was.
School is my biggest source of stress because I'm really bad at time management, so I just put the stress on myself. School, because it's just like what takes up most of my life, I guess.
Homework, commitments. Lack of time. Generally that, yeah.
My biggest source of stress would have to be my grades because they can just drop after like one assignment, and that just sucks because I could work hard all semester and then just one huge assignment could just bring me all the way down, you know?
My biggest source of stress is pleasing my parents because they're always getting on me about my grades, and if I get a B, it's like, woo!
Homework, because it takes a lot of time.
My biggest source of stress is probably my grades, because, you know, parents always are like on top of you with that kind of stuff. I just don't like that.
Overwhelmingly, students responded that grades and school-related activities stressed them out the most. This blind faith to standardized tests and outdated teaching methods must end in order for us to move forward. Thankfully, there are people who see this need today and are working diligently to fill it. For example, when placed in a side-by-side comparison, it can be seen that new curriculum standards are far more rigorous and require students to think far more critically than ever before. Additionally, the integration of project-based learning in schools is providing students with more hands-on and enriching experiences.
Into it, go straight down when you go into the ice water bath.
Project-based learning allows students to put into practice verbal communication, leadership skills, problem-solving skills, and allows them to develop a stronger work ethic, all while learning the curriculum that's necessary. And while school stresses out many students, most want more out of high school than just good grades and high test scores.
I hope to get into a good college. I hope to make lifelong friends. I hope to grow from the experiences here in high school and take that into the rest of my life.
Just make the most out of everything. Soak it all in, the atmosphere, friends, school itself, sports. Just embrace it all for the polyculture.
I hope to be successful and be doing something that I like.
I don't know. I mean, I want to go to college. That's number one. I want to be able to do life. Like, I want to have life skills, not just like book smarts.
I want to get some friends out of it. I think that you can make some really worthwhile friends in high school. And overall, I want to enjoy high school.
My end goal out of high school. My end goal out of high school is to like have memories that I will always look back at and like just to always like to find myself. Do you know what I mean? To find myself and what I want to do in the future.
They are passionate and motivated and want more for their futures, but simply need the tools and resources to do so.
I'm passionate about community service because I think it's important to give back to a community that like helped make you who you are.
My passions. I have the passions about the drums.
I am passionate about working in the city and getting to know the people that live there. I like to volunteer and I like to go up there, take the metro. People say it's dirty, but I like it because you get to see people that live in LA.
I don't know yet.
About basketball. Basketball is like my life. Like, yeah, that's my passion.
I believe that the modern, forward-thinking school should show students that life is more than tests, accomplishments, and achievements. It's about investing relationships with people, living life with each other, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's about making mistakes and learning from them, and learning to love others and yourself. High school doesn't have to be stressful. Breathe. Take your time. Remember to look up and enjoy it, or you just might miss it.
I'm really passionate about community service because I just think it's really important to give back to a community that.
Bro, stop for video.
I'm trying. Okay, this is due on
Wednesday, okay?
Micah,
God.
stop. It's for her project.
You should include that.